Hey friends, Patrick here. Nice late evening and working with the song. Just kind of put together the chords of this mantra, this repetitive power statement that came through during just a private personal breath session I was giving myself. I was coming to the end of like a 20-minute just before work breath session for myself. Just imagine myself floating like spirit awareness above the ocean. Maybe like you'd imagine an albatross just cruising, the waves of the ocean. And after a long journey, starting to see the shorelines and what that might mean to the body that's been flying or persevering for a long time, and what it feels like to have that new horizon in sight. That's the essence of this song. But what I want to share here just before offering the song is most of our life, when we're in a waking state and we're engaged in our normal daily routine, is done from a beta brainwave, which is it's a brain frequency that allows us to be very alert and engaged and ready for a response. And so we're in a sympathetic nervous system response. We're sympathizing with everything that's happening in our environment. This is adaptive for us to be alert and to be engaged. But as we come out of experiences or moments in our life where we actually don't need to be so alert, we can start to engage these deeper states of rest and peace. We actually allow ourselves to tune in consciously to our breath, to our heart and our feeling body rather than our mental body, so to speak. We engage our feeling body, and the mind isn't having to engage the way that we're so accustomed to in trying to predict what future outcomes might be. The mind actually can't do that. It only knows what's happened in the past and has its own interpretation about what has happened in the past. And it can be somewhat oriented towards what's happening in the present moment. But really it's bringing the past and making that present. So when we start to slow down our pace, and when we start to tune in consciously to our breath, we allow that beta wave sympathetic nervous system response to slip into an alpha and maybe even a theta brave orientation towards life, which is actually a more calm, peaceful, parasympathetic. It's engaging a relaxing rhythm to life. And when we engage this theta wave or even this alpha wave, we're starting to perceive from the realm of the soul or from our essence, and the breath, as it becomes calm and connected and essentially just easeful. There's a quality of perception that naturally engages what the biblical scriptures would say are the fruits of the Spirit. And in the New Testament, they're listed off as, the fruits of the Spirit are love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. The word spirit in Aramaic is ruha, and ruha means breath. It means gravitas. It means these elemental forces that we can't perceive with our physical senses, and yet we can catch their effect, their echo, much in the same way we would the wind or gravity or electricity, invisible to some of our senses, but still so real. And when we start to come out of that beta wave that we're mostly, vibing at during the day, and we come into here, these concepts in the beta wave frequency of love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, can only be concepts. We can't actually experience them or feel them. And so this is why the simplicity of a conscious connected breathing practice allows us to start to rewire our mind and feel our bodies as our essential mind. The mind is not just here. It's not the mental process. The mind is an embodied and relational process which regulates the flow of energy and information, vibrations, frequency. We attach words and lyrics to vibrations, and it becomes a song, and we make meaning out of that. And so maybe this is a good segue into this song. Again, back to this deepening of a brainwave frequency and what we perceive when we start to engage in practice like this. So the song goes like this. I love the shores I see when I ride the wave of your deep, deep sea. And I love the shores I see when I ride the wave of your deep, deep sea. And I love the shores I see when I ride the wave of your deep, deep sea. And I love the shores I see when I ride the wave of your deep, deep sea. So give it a try. Lay down on your back. Start to breathe in and out the mouth, promoting an optimal flow of oxygen into the body and the ease of access into the lower pelvic region and the lower diaphragm. The open mouth supports that. So start to breathe in and out the mouth, connect to the breath without a pause. And so keep it looping and imagine, play with your imagination here. Let this be an active imagination and start to imagine yourself, your body as the ocean and the waves and the tidal flow that your breath can move. And so as the breath starts in the root in your pelvis, imagine the breath moving up into the heart, and then the exhale lightly surrendering and releasing the wave back into the vastness, into the unknown. And connect your breath this way. Maybe you see it as an infinity. Maybe you see it as waves that are coming in. And allow yourself to deepen this practice. Start your timer and let it be for 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes. Start with 10 minutes. And just start to notice what happens to the sensational experience of your awareness. Notice how your body feels. Notice the energetic quality of breathing this way. And once your alarm goes off at the end of 10 minutes, just reach over and tap it and turn it off, and take a moment to then just feel the quality of your breathing. Feel yourself as the ocean, and maybe come back to this mantra, to this song. I love the shores I see. I love the perspective with which I see. I love the vantage point of this presence. When I ride the wave of my breath, when I ride the wave of this deep, deep knowing, this deep, deep feeling, this deep, deep seeing. Have some fun. Enjoy the imagination that's your birthright. You knew this as a kid. You can come back to it now. Enjoy the breath.